Hello students, myself is Puneet from Prep Kirpa classes. Our today's topic is from concept to delivery, the complete presentation process. The students can expect to learn planning and preparing effective presentations. Students will learn how to plan and prepare presentations that are engaging, informative, and relevant to their intended audience. Next, organizing content and structuring presentations. Students will learn how to organize and structure their presentations in a logical and coherent way. This includes developing a clear introduction, body, and conclusion, and using effective transitions between sections. Next, necessity to understand audience. Students will learn why it is necessary to understand the needs, interests, and preferences of the audience to create an effective presentation. Next, importance of strong presentation skills. Students will understand what is the importance of strong presentation skills. Various types of presentations and choosing a particular type of presentation. Students will understand that there are various types of presentations, but the presentation you choose will depend on the three main factors: your audience, your goals, and the message you want to convey. Next, common mistakes to avoid in creating and delivery of presentations. Students will learn what are the common mistakes which should be avoided in creating and delivery of presentations. Overall, by the end of the course, students would have a solid understanding of the presentation process from planning and preparation to delivery and feedback. They would be able to develop and deliver effective presentations that achieve their intended goals and engage their audience. Now our topic is presentation skills, meaning and presentation process. Now we will understand the meaning of presentation skills. Presentation skills refer to the ability to deliver a clear, effective, and engaging presentation to an audience. Presentation skills are essential for professionals, business leaders, educators, and anyone who wants to communicate their ideas effectively to an audience. Good presentation skills involve not only the ability to convey information accurately, but also to capture the audience attention and maintain their interest throughout the presentation. A good presenter communicates his message in a clear and concise manner. He knows how to engage his audience by using various techniques such as asking questions, telling stories, and using humor. A good presenter is flexible and adaptable. He ends his presentation with a clear call to action or with a memorable quote that leaves a lasting impression on the audience. Now we will learn the various steps involved in presentation process. Number 1, define the purpose and objective of presentation. Number 2, understand your audience. Third, research and gather information. Fourth, create an outline. Fifth, design. Sixth, practice your delivery. Seventh, deliver your presentation. Eighth, evaluate the presentation. Now we will discuss each of these steps of presentation process one by one. And the first step is define the purpose and objective of presentation. Identify the purpose of your presentation and what objectives you want to achieve. This will help you stay focused and ensure that your presentation is relevant to your audience. You have also to select a topic. For example, the purpose of a presentation may be to persuade the audience to invest in a new product. The objective of the presentation may be to convince the audience that the new product is innovative and has significant market potential. Number 2, understand your audience. To create an effective presentation, you need to understand your audience needs, interests, and preferences. This will help you tailor your message to their expectations and engage them effectively. Suppose you are a salesperson and you have to give presentation to a group of small business owners. Your presentation is about a new software product. You learn that generally small business owners may be hesitant to invest in new technology. As small business owners may not understand the technical terms. Use simple language in presentation. Tell them not only about the features of the software, but also highlight how it can save the time and money of small business owners. Also use real-life examples of other small businesses who have successfully implemented the software. You include a question and answer session at the end of presentation to address any specific concerns or objections that the audience may have. Third, research and gather information. Once the topic is selected, the presenter needs to conduct research and gather relevant information and data to be used in presentation. Use credible sources such as academic journals, industry reports, or government publications. Suppose you are creating a presentation on the impact of social media on mental health. You can find relevant information from academic journals, books, government reports. You can conduct interviews with mental health experts, or you can do interviews of the individuals who have experienced mental health issues related to social media use. You can do survey of the people about their social media habits, their mental health, and their attitudes towards social media. When you do thorough research and gather information for a presentation, it is based on reliable data and evidence and is therefore more persuasive and impactful. Fourth, create an outline. Once the research has been completed, create an outline of your presentation, including the main points you want to cover and the supporting evidence, etc. Fifth, design. The next step is to design the presentation which may involve creating slides or other visual aids to support the content. This may also involve selecting fonts, colors, and other design elements. Avoid using too many different fonts and stick to a maximum of 2 or 3 fonts throughout the presentation. Use high quality images, charts, and graphs to make the presentation visually more appealing and engaging. Make effective use of white space. 6. Practice your delivery. Practice your presentation several times to ensure that you are comfortable with the material and the delivery. This will help you reduce nervousness and deliver your presentation with confidence and clarity. By practicing your presentation, you can make sure that you do not run over or under your allotted time. With practice, you will be able to deliver more effective presentation which can lead to better outcomes, whether it is closing a sale or persuading an audience to take action. 7th, deliver your presentation. On the day of the presentation, arrive early, set up your equipment, and deliver the presentation with confidence and enthusiasm. Speak clearly and make eye contact with your audience. Use humor where appropriate and ask questions to keep your audience engaged. 8. Evaluate the presentation. After the presentation, evaluate your performance. Gather feedback from your audience and use it to improve your future presentations. By following these steps, you can create and deliver an effective presentation that engages and persuades your.
Now the topic before us is importance of presentation skills. Now question is why effective presentation skills are important for us. Effective presentation skills are essential for success in both personal and professional life. Whether we are a student or a businessman or while leading a personal life, for all these we need effective presentation skills. Now we will discuss in brief why the presentation skills are important for us. This is the pictorial presentation where you will see that strong presentation skills are important because of improved communication, persuasion, enhancing credibility, enhancing career prospects, creating memorable experiences, and to increase confidence. For all these reasons, strong presentation skills are important. Now, communication. A well-crafted communication can help you to communicate complex ideas and create and concepts clearly, concisely, and effectively. Now, this is especially important in business settings where you have to present data and proposals in business meetings, or you discuss the plan of action with the stockholders, such as you may be discussing the plan of action with investors, employees, or customers. So in all these cases, strong communication or strong presentation skills are important for you. Next point is persuasion. Effective presentation skills can help you to persuade your audience and agree to your point of view. You may be pushing for a new idea or want to sell a new product, or you may be trying to convince your audience to take a particular course of action. For example, salesman having good presentation skills is likely to be more successful than others, and he will be able to persuade the customer to buy a particular product for which he is recommending. Next point is building credibility. If you are in a position to deliver an effective presentation, you can surely impress your audience and it will help you build credibility. So, effective presentation skills can help you to establish yourself as an expert in your field. Next point is enhancing career prospects. Effective presentation skills are very important in many professions, including sales, marketing, teaching, and management. Good presentation skills can help you to stand out in the workplace and enhance your career prospects. Next point is creating memorable experiences. Effective presentation skills can create memorable experiences for your audiences. If you deliver a presentation in a well manner, then it can leave a lasting impression on your audience, and you will be in a position to motivate your audience to act as per your message. Next point is confidence. Good presentation can boost your self confidence, which helps you in handling challenging situations. Effective presentation skills can help you to make a positive impact on your audience, and you will be in a position to reach new heights of success. Now, the topic before us is types of presentations. There are many different types of presentations, each with its own purpose and audience. Now, we will discuss some common types of presentations. First is informative presentations. Then comes persuasive presentations. Then instructional presentations. Fourth is motivational presentations. Fifth is demonstration presentations. Sixth is pitch presentations. Seventh is status report presentations. And eighth is entertainment presentations. Now we will discuss briefly each of these presentations one by one. First is informative presentation. These presentations are used to inform, educate, or enlighten the audience about a specific topic or subject. For example, educational lectures on a specific topic are the example of informative presentations. Next is persuasive presentations. As the name clarifies, that these presentations are designed to persuade the audience to take a specific action or adopt a particular point of view. Use of strong visuals such as charts, graphs, images in your presentation can help in persuading the audience. These presentations may be used in sales, marketing, or political campaigns. Third type of presentations are instructional presentations. These presentations provide step-by-step guide to the audience on how to perform a particular task or use a particular tool or software. For example, training sessions on a new software or a new process are the example of instructional presentations. Next point is motivational presentations. These presentations are designed to inspire and motivate the audience to believe in themselves and their abilities and to take positive steps towards achieving their goals. For example, sales motivational presentations are aimed at motivating the team to achieve their targets. Fifth is demonstration presentations. These types of presentations involve showing how to use a product or service. They may be used in sales or training sessions. For example, cooking demonstrations on how to make a particular dish, or a personal trainer demonstrating how to perform a particular exercise is an example of demonstration presentation. Sixth is pitch presentations. These presentations are designed to convince the audience, particularly the investors, to invest in a particular project or initiative. For example, suppose there is a startup and we want the funds for the same. We will present our business idea to the potential investors and we will highlight therein the market opportunity, the competitiveness in the market, and the revenue potential of the startup. So, in the pitch presentation, we try to convince the audience to invest in our project. Next is status report presentations. As the name clarifies, these presentations are designed to update the stakeholders, team members, or management on the current status of a project or initiative. The examples of status report presentations are project status report, product development status report, etc. Now, the eighth type of presentations are entertainment presentations. These presentations are designed to entertain the audience. Entertainment presentations can take different forms such as music concerts, stand-up comedy, magic shows, or theater performances. Overall, the type of performance you choose will depend on your audience, your goals, and the message you want to convey to your audience. We may add that we have already uploaded a number of courses such as tips for crafting engaging speeches, good communication skills, how to manage stress, job application format, unlocking the power of mental wellness, Heron's formula, most common mistakes in English grammar, 13 useful resume writing tips, and what must be in your CV, resume or biodata, past tense, future tense, and much more. You can look out for the same. Now, the topic before us is common mistakes to avoid in presentations. We may be a salesman and we are to give the presentation to our prospective client about a new product which has been launched by our organization in the market. So, we will be given a presentation. There we may commit some mistakes. Suppose we are launching a new startup and we want the funds for the same. We are approaching the prospective investors who may give us the funds for investment in the startup. There we will have to give a suitable presentation to them, informing them about what type of product or services we will be providing and what will be the nature of our competitiveness in the market and what type of revenue we will likely to be generate This will be all there in our presentation. If as a teacher we are to give presentation, we are to see that our content is proper, and we have to also ensure that we do not commit any mistakes. So here, for any type of presentation, whether as a businessman, as a salesperson, as a teacher, or any other else, if as a political leader we are to give presentation, we are likely to commit certain mistakes. So we will here discuss some common mistakes which we should avoid in presentations. So some common mistakes are: first is lack of preparation, second is reading from slides or notes, third is overloading with information, fourth is poor time management, fifth is lack of audience engagement, sixth is lack of visual aids, seventh is ignoring the audience, and eighth is poor delivery. First is lack of preparation. This is one of the biggest mistakes. When we are not prepared for the preparation, for the presentation, if we are not fully prepared for the presentation, it can lead to speaking hesitantly, or while giving the presentation we can forget some important information which we were expected to give to our audience. Next common mistake which we should avoid in presentations is reading from slides or notes. Reading directly from slides or notes can give the impression to the audience that you have not put in your efforts to understand what type of presentation you are to give to your audience. We are to use notes only as a guide for our delivery, and we have to maintain eye contact with the audience. Third common mistake in presentations is overloading with information. When we are giving a presentation, we may cause information overload for the audience. The presenter may be trying to include as much information as possible in his presentation. We should keep in mind that the presentation should focus only on the most important and relevant points, and we should keep our presentation concise and to the point. Fourth common mistake is poor time management. It has been seen that sometime while giving presentation we do not take into account the importance of time of the audience. We should give respect to the time of the audience. When we are running over time during a presentation, it can frustrate our audience, and it can also lead to rushed ending, because it may be possible that you have been given that a proper time slot that you are to finish your presentation within say half an hour, and the presentation you are exceeding likely to exceed that time limit, and in that case you will have to conclude your presentation in a very haphazard manner, and you will not be able to touch all the points or the important points which you were expected to touch and inform the audience about the same. So we should practice beforehand to ensure that our presentation fits within the allotted time. Fifth common mistake which is normally there is lack of audience engagement. A presentation should be engaging and interactive to keep the audience interested. We should encourage the audience by asking them questions, and we should also sort their feedback throughout the presentation. When we are giving a presentation and the presentation is live and the audience is sitting before us, we should ask them questions whether they are able to understand what we are saying, or if they want any clarification from us. We should also use humor or storytelling wherever possible to keep our audience interested and involved in the presentation. Next is, many times we make use of visual aids, but the visual aids are missing in our presentations. So in the absence of visual aids, our audience may find it difficult to understand the complex information. So we should make use of graphs, images and charts to explain our points and make our presentation more engaging. Next is ignoring our audience. We should not ignore our audience and sticking too rigidly to a pre-planned script. That is, we should make the necessary changes in our presentation, that is the way of speaking, or if there is any technical error or something other problem, we should make some changes in our presentation as per the circumstances demand. Presenter should be aware of the audience reactions. What type of reaction is there coming from the audience side, and we should adjust their delivery accordingly. Suppose we are giving a presentation and our mic is not giving the proper sound and it is not properly audible to the audience, so we should make proper adjustment accordingly. Next point is poor delivery. Presenter should ensure that the presentation is clear and we should give our presentation in a confident manner. If we speak hurriedly, quickly, the audience will not be able to understand what has been said, and the overall aim or the goal of presentation will come to a zero. So we should avoid speaking too quickly. We should speak in such a manner that the audience is able to understand each and every word what you say. As you know that when we are giving presentation, not only our spoken words but also our body language, that is the non-verbal communication, says something. So we should use appropriate body language to convey the message effectively. By avoiding these common mistakes, you can increase audience engagement and make your presentation more effective. If you like our video, please like, share and subscribe our channel. Thank you.